Okay, well, welcome to our podcast. This podcast is about analyze, or we are going to analyze some pages or some accounts on social media. For example, in this first one, I'm going to analyze, or we are going to analyze English every day. So it's the name. So this account on Instagram has 394 posts and more than 16,000 followers. It's quite important number of followers. So, well, in this case, I checked some posts and we identified that there is some post about vocabulary, full of vocabulary. For example, parts of a bicycle, types of bags, maybe about the body, maybe useful expressions, some of them, okay? For example, in terms of teaching goals, we have the possibility to analyze that it integrates technology, images, sounds, and quizzes, online quizzes, something like that. It's very important now, and teach through extracurricular activities and try to explore new teaching methods. No, for example, description in the post helps to the people to understand some difficult concepts, for example. And about the learning roles or goals, we guess that maybe creative think it's promote by this account, analytical thinking, of course, because it try to know translate but use a kind of wide perspective about some expressions. So, okay, something like that. A negotiation skill, no, between image, post, comments, among others. Okay, that's it. Okay, in addition, I am checking some posts about advanced English. It is on Facebook. It's a very famous, page because more than 375,000 people loves this page and more than half a million interaction. Yeah, it's a quite important page. So the same, the the target population is for everyone. It's for free because you have not to pay. Maybe you can subscribe to some of the quizzes or maybe individual assessment or individual monitoring or individual tutoring session, but it's quite free. Okay, the format is the same through images, through short videos, through comments, through quizzes. Okay, it's quite similar between Instagram account than Facebook account. The content is quite similar, using maybe um, photos or images, short images, for example, about tools, about family members, about useful expressions. Okay, for example, someone that say WhatsApp shows a kind of person saying hello, something like that. It's quite inductive. Okay, well, another is about the length. The length is very short, maybe about some videos for or as maximum 30 seconds, 45 seconds as maximum. Shorter videos are the best, or it has reactions of, and the interaction is completely full of this. Okay, it promotes a lot of interaction between the learner and the image, for example, comments, try to follow more people. Okay, something like that. That's it. Well, that's it for those comparison, for this comparison between Facebook and the Instagram account in terms of learn English with those kind of. Okay, finally we checked a VVC channel on YouTube. It is very famous, more than a million of subscribers, followers and a lot of comments, a lot of reactions, likes, and shares, something like that. It's very useful. Okay, but the format is quite different. Okay, maybe videos in on YouTube are longer than other pages or other social media accounts. So, well, WhatsApp. In this case, I checked individually this one and shows that maybe videos are as minimum 8 minutes long or length. And that's very important because when you check this, the explanation are wide and very deep or deeper than Facebook, than Instagram. It's quite different. The format changes a lot. For example, in this one, it shows teacher that explains with a board, some images, maybe mimics or sounds, music, okay, and so on. Well, it's quite important. The learning goals and teaching roles are very explicit. Negotiation skills, maybe reasoning and making a judgment about some difficult topics as well. We can develop better skills, improve students' grades, and okay, maybe teach for more than a student. And okay, in conclusion, with all these three topics are that social media, it's a good tool to share knowledge and to learn and to teach because it promotes maybe new ways to teach, new ways to learn. And when you have this as a tool, it can expand your knowledge as well.
Hi everyone, this one is based on an account for Tic Tac that I found that is Antonio Parlati. Is an Italian speaker, but they make content about learning English based on American English. Yes, so for that one, I found that some of the characteristics will be that the teaching goals are most of that ones will be learning vocabulary in a specific context. I guess that all the accounts have that specific um, goal in mind in order to be more productive. Like, you know how to say this in this content. In this context, sorry. I will as well. I check here, and the learning goal will be like that. It will be used, and in a specific context, and as well, you as well this account make emphasis on know what is the difference or on British and American pronunciation. So I guess that is in order as well to identify what will be the pronunciation of this one, what is the meaning of this word. As you know, sometimes just don't change the pronunciation as well. Sometimes for British and American English, change the words or change the spelling. So that is like the purpose of as well of this account. As well the abbreviations, the contractions. I don't know. Here I see here a lot of alternatives to use specific words. As well, I see here that this account used on a specific situations, and they take advantage of new. They make content about that new. So not just telling what happened on that, you just like taking advantage of that one. So for example, I see here that Wooding new, and he used to explain all the vocabulary related with wedding, with marriage. So as a real contextual content. As well, I check, and as you know, the TikTok handle just a format for videos between 30 seconds to 3 minutes. These ones are always like between 1 to 2 minutes. Well, I guess the length of these ones are really useful because are not too long, but are as well as not too short, to just give us like a short information. Now is to like provide us all the like a general information, completing that one, but it's really interesting because it's short. the information. The target population in this case will be like TikTok is a recent social media, so it's really used by young people, and in that way a lot of kids and a lot of adolescents use that ones. I guess the interaction, that one is really useful. The I saw here in the comments are um like they make a community and they answer all the questions that they has, well, between them. So I guess that is a good, really good account that allows the interaction. So it's nice in that way. And that would be all. Thank you. Hi everyone. So for Twitter accounts, I found Learn English, Ella Language. I found that this one is just related with tweets on for the purposes of learn English or learn vocabulary. So I guess that the teaching method on this one, or the teaching goal on this one will be like they just posted tweets. They posted a lot of tweets related with pronunciation, a lot of tweets related with information like vocabulary and English, obviously. And they talk about American and British spelling. They talk about ways to say something, but in a colloquial way. For example, they post like how to say lazy, but in a different ways, like synonyms of that words. A lot of that tweets are I see on that account. I guess that the learning goal is that you learn an English, but in real English. Like you learn how to say something, but in a real context, because people and native speakers sometimes miss a lot of words, and they just want to be brief about like, yes, the message that they want to transmit. So I guess that they start to use a lot of different words, but for saying the same and in an easier way. So for example, they promote that idea. I guess that the format, as you say, for Twitter, they can share tweets, like just words, like 13 number of characters. Just I guess that it's just 125th characters. They just share, as I said, tweets. They don't share images or videos, nothing like that. And so in that way, for vocabulary and for example, for pronunciation, is really difficult to know how to pronounce, because they don't have that exercise to explain how to pronounce something. It's just that they say these words missing the T, or these words they need to highlight this part of the word, but just that, not specifying that. As well, I check the target population, as we know, for Twitter are it's not that, as per this social media is a little bit older. For that reason, the population are a little bit older. In that way, I guess I analyze more than 25 years and older than that. I guess that is not a lot of interactive, because I just see that a lot of people retweet that or repost that once. A lot of it's not a lot of interaction, because I just like 8 comments. Retweets are 100, 200. So I guess that was a different amount, and that's all.
Okay, that's it. Thanks.